Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore and welcome to another round of Championship predictions. This time, it's time to predict Match Week 42, the midweek fixtures. If you're going to enjoy, as always, smash a like and subscribe. Let me know your predictions and thoughts going into all these games in the comment section down below. Let's get started. We begin at the Den for Millwall versus Leicester, and a contrast really in both sides' form. Millwall really looked like they were going to be okay under Harris, but recently they have slipped off in a huge defeat last time to Huddersfield, which really sucks Millwall back into the relegation battle after they thought they were clear just a few weeks ago. As for the visitors, Leicester, a huge win at home to Birmingham last time out, which puts them back top of the Championship. In this one at the Den, I think Leicester will win comfortably, 3-0 away from home here. Up next is a huge game, Plymouth versus QPR. And of course, Plymouth, what a massive win it was last time out on the Friday night away to Rotherham to relegate them, but 3 points in the bag. It wasn't the best performance in the world. I did a watch long for it, and hopefully we'll be doing a watch long for a few of these, as well as a Swansea vs Stoke matchday vlog on the Wednesday. So make sure you have notifications on the channel for that as well. But back to this game, QPR last time out, made a few changes and lost at home to Sheffield Wednesday. If Plymouth won it, they'll get it. I don't think they'll outclass QPR in this one. QPR to win 2-1 away at home park. Preston versus Huddersfield next up. Preston draw last time out to Watford, which isn't a bad result considering how they've done recently. At home to Huddersfield, who got a huge win last time out at home. Away from home in this one, I don't see them getting anything. 2-1 Preston at Deepdale here. And moving on to Sheffield Wednesday versus Norwich. Two sides that got huge wins last time out. Norwich, of course, winning the East Anglian derby and making it 15 years unbeaten, of course, and cementing their place almost in the top six. And they're now catching up to West Brom in 5th place. What an incredible achievement if they could catch them. Of course, they go away to Sheffield Wednesday, who last time out got a huge win, a much needed win, but I can't see them following up in this one with another win. At Hillsborough, though, it's a difficult place to go, but in this one, I'm just going to go for Norwich, 3-1 away winners. Off to St Mary's for Southampton versus Coventry, and it does seem like Southampton are settling for the playoffs now. It was a 0-0 draw against Blackburn at last time out, and since the Easter break, Southampton's performances really have improved. A clean sheet last time out as well to really boost the confidence. In this one against Coventry, who just got a huge win against Leeds, and somehow Coventry might not get in the playoffs despite ending the season this well. In this one, I'm going to back the draw 1-1 at St Mary's, but I think this could be a cracking game. Off to Leeds, and they host Sunderland in this one. Sunderland just cannot wait for the season to be over, can they? A boring 0-0 draw against Bristol City last time, which really sums them up at this point in time. And in this one, of course, Leeds at home, who at home this season they've been unreal. Of course, lost last time out to Coventry, who are fighting for the playoffs. In this one, Leeds to get back on the winning streak. A 2-0 win here at home. And start their streak of unbeaten games now towards the end of the season. It's not too late to get the automatic places. They won't want to go into the playoffs. Off to Birmingham, hosting Cardiff in this one. Birmingham are in a bit of trouble at the bottom, and if they are going to survive, games against Cardiff and games against these sort of sides are the ones you have to be picking up points in. Cardiff, not a bad side, but of course, defeat last time out to Hull. In this one, I think it'll end 1-1 at St Andrews. And of course, Cardiff's season pretty much over now. Won't be, of course, getting into the playoffs, but Birmingham need the points. It'll be huge if they can get 3 here. I think they'll only get 1. 1-1 draw at St Andrews. Off to Ashton Gate, this Bristol City versus Blackburn. Blackburn, of course, in Easter break, we did a video and we had a look at their run-in, and it was one of the hardest run-ins in the division. And coming against a side with Bristol City, who, you know, they beat who you don't expect them to, and they drop points to the teams you expect them to beat. And last time out, another example against Sunderland. But Bristol City really are looking exciting going into next season. In this one, I'm going to back them to beat Blackburn 2-1 at home, but wouldn't be surprised if this one ended a draw. I think that's probably the favourable result. I'm just going to back 2-1 Bristol City here at Ashton Gate. Off to Hull versus Middlesbrough. It's a huge game in the playoff race because although both sides' chances of finishing in the top 6 are very faint at the moment, you probably rule the loser of this one out. And if it's a draw, you probably rule both sides out of getting a finish in the top 6. In this one, at home for Hull, I think they'll just about beat Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, of course, I got them to see them in action against my team Swansea last time out. And, of course, I didn't see them at the Liberty this season. That's the only game I've missed at home this season was Middlesbrough home. So, not really got too much to say about them this season. But away from home last time, the bits I did see, I mean, Swansea were awful. So I can't really judge Middlesbrough fairly on that. But, of course, they got the win, a 2-0 goal lead, and Emmanuel Latte Laff, I think that's his name. Do apologise if I've got that wrong. Looks some player. And Middlesbrough building towards next season. In this one, Hull to win 1-0 at home and rule Middlesbrough out well and truly of their playoff hopes. However, Middlesbrough, of course, on an incredible unbeaten run. I won't be surprised if they somehow extend it here. Off the Portman Road, Ipswich versus Watford. And Ipswich, what on earth happened in the East Anglian derby? 15 years, no victory against their bitter rivals. But all focus back to the league. And thankfully for them in a way, Leeds didn't capitalise on the opportunity to go second and put Ipswich back into 3rd place. In this one against Watford, who under Tom Cleverley have been a different side really. They've really looked really good. And I can see the East Anglian derby hanging over into this one. And I can see Ipswich dropping more points. 1-1 draw at Portman Road here. Off to the Swansea.com stadium, Swansea versus Stoke, and I'll be doing a matchday vlog on this one, so stay tuned for that one, Swans and Stoke fans, and any other fans of the Championship, of course. Stoke at home. Where am I at with this? Because Swans, we looked like we were going to be fine after the derby. It was a brilliant performance, but after that, it really has just gone downhill. And for this Stoke game, it's a must not lose, because otherwise we are well and truly still in the relegation battle. I think a win really does clear us out. And then at the weekend, we got Rotherham. And I think then we'll probably be fine. But we have to get something here, at least a point. Stoke probably be thinking the same to at least get someone out of the game. Of course, it's away from home for them, though. And somehow they always manage to get something out of the game at Swansea. In this one, I'm going to back the Swans for a 2-1 win. Just because I think Luke Williams is going to fire the lads up for this one, like he did for the derby. Because we need something here. I think we'll win 2-1 at home. And the final game to predict is West Brom versus Rotherham. Rotherham officially down now. And maybe that'll feel like a weight lifted off their shoulders now. And they can just play with freedom, play towards next season. And getting in the manager's plans, of course. In this one against West Brom, they've been draw heavy recently. They could do with a win, and I think they will. But obviously, in these sort of situations, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if Rotherham snatch a win here. But I am going to go for the favourites, West Brom. They need a win, and I think they'll get it 3-0 convincing at home here. Well then, guys, they are my predictions for match week 42 in the Championship. Hopefully, you did all go on to enjoy. If you did, be sure to smash like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care. Good.